Hey guys, welcome to my game Devlog for Quartermaster, the World War I logistics game that I'm working on. As usual, I thank you all for being here, for even watching this, for caring about it. Your curiosity and interest is always appreciated. Now let me get right into what I managed to accomplish since the last devlog. Now, a big chunk of the logic and the functionality to get the depot workers to be able to commit to work, to finish tasks, and to be assigned to tasks and unassigned has been finished. Also, the whole logic for how tasks exist, how the different locations can have tasks, like who works where and with what and so on. All of that is finished. I'm finished with it. It works. Everything's now, just as an example, like let's go to barracks. We've got the different stats for but that's not important for me right now. What I want is the tasks, the different tasks that each location has. I have to go through all of them now. Security, barrack maintenance, building, upgrading, sleeping, and this is just in the barracks. For example, the deployment zone has other tasks. In the deployment zone, we can see stuff like security, maintenance, building, telegraph lines, and so on and so on and so on. I saved them all up. It works now. The depot workers exist. The logic behind it exists already. The tasks themselves are managed now, which means that I can declare where is a task, when is it finished, what is a task, how should it be done, what kind of which location has which tasks, and how do I assign a worker to have the task. Also the whole management behind it, like giving a depot worker task A and then later give him task B and automatically unassign task A and make sure that no depot worker can have two tasks at the same time, or that the same depot worker is assigned twice to the same task, and so on. All of these little tidbits has been finished. The manager for the workers has been finished, like where are they declared, so that I can easily see how many workers right now are in the barracks, how many are in the hospital, and so on and so on and so on. And the assignment works now. Everything is fine. The tasks don't have effects right now. It's just like maintenance. I can send 3 workers to maintenance in the barracks now, nothing happens. But in the future, it will be modifiers. Like for each worker in the barracks, for example, maintaining it, you have X units of repairs done. So it's pretty linear. If you send 5 guys to do it, you will have 5 times the outcome per time unit without any modifiers. The modifiers will come too. That will be something else for the future. Now let's see. Just want to show you. I hope it works now. Da, 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 da. One of the big chunks is now finished. It was really a big chunk to be able to like to have the workers. Where are the depot workers? Here. Work, and now they have these tasks. As you see, barrack tasks, deployment zone tasks. I haven't finished adding the single lines for each task right now, but I'm getting tired and I'm going to sleep. And I think this will be the next step that I do, that I finish, so that all of the different areas have all the tasks assigned, working in it. You can see right here down is the logging, just as an example, and you see depot worker manager, worker ID 0, status idle is false. We erased that he's idle and we gave him this task. Or if we want to give him another task, as you can see, task maintenance in deployment, building deployment zone, task building in module deployment. We can also go to the barracks stacks. And now he's undefined and in the barracks. Of course, all of this, the UI and everything, will be overhauled once everything works. But this was a pretty big chunk. As you can see, It's declared for you. It's pretty much just garbage. But here are for me the values that I see the workers in which node they are declared, which workers in which area, and everything works nicely. Really, 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 really nicely. We can go over to, yeah, that's basically it. Those were some of the most important things. And here we see the values of the barracks, like what the health recovery, fatigue recovery. If I send someone to sleep in the barracks, how much healthier do they get? How much more like fresh, and so on and so on. Which workers are assigned right now? ID 0, 1, 2. Just as an example. Not sure if the other things work already. Nope. Here I've got to rework it for the graphics interfaces. This will be one of my next steps. And getting all of the tasks. I'm not sure if I have all the tasks already on my mind. And of course, all the different, how should I say, the stats. Because as last time, all of them have now like performance stats, performance is delta baseline modified, which means this is the stat it has, like uploading speed 10. And then if I make an effect in it, it over time for each time unit, it takes a value and adds it or subtracts it so that the unloading gets faster or slower. But that's for another video. That's one after. For now, the important thing is a big chunk has been finished. The workers are finished. Now we've got the modifier finished, at least the processing unit, and we've got the task management finished. These were two really, really big chunks in all honesty. I'm pretty amazed that I'm this far. Now I need to finish up the different locations and modules. So all of them have the different tasks. For example, right now, I'm not sure. Let's see. For example, dictionary. Yeah, like the tasks. So as you can see, I created a few tasks here, but I need for all of these locations. Just like to imagine what could be tasks and what are the differences in the values and the stats that they will influence. But no matter which it is, the code to implement the tasks and for them to be assigned, unassigned, everything is finished. So a pretty cool big chunk is done. As usual, guys, I thank you for being interested. I love your questions, love your insights, love the ideas you give me to implement, even if it causes a bit of a scope creep, but that's fine. Guys, with that, I thank you all once more. Wishlist the game, link in the description below. And with that, I wish you all the very best. Peace.